Hello everybody, how are you doing? It's the September 11th, a very sad day in the history of humankind. However, today is the first day that my niece went to school, so I'm thankful for having something bright on a day like this. It's very important to focus on the positive stuff. And sorry to get into topics that happen to do anything with crypto. Just wanted to point something out. So we're going to talk about Ethereum today because in the last video we were talking about Bitcoin, and it has come to my attention that many of you guys want to know what's going on with the price of Ethereum. Now, as you can see, we had like beginning of January, man, we're somewhere at 1.2 or some exchanges even listed 1.4 per Ethereum, which is completely insane, of course. And now we're at like $200. So Ethereum had lost over 42% in the last 30 days, and we're going to talk about that. But before we get into Ethereum, I just wanted to get you guys to inform you guys that at the beginning of November this year, I'll be in Malta on the Malta Blockchain Summit, and it is going to be fantastic. Like, we're going to have over 100 speakers over there, 300 sponsors, and to get the most out of the events, it's categorized. All the days are categorized into different areas. So we're going to have regulation, investment and marketing, tokenomics, cryptocurrencies, blockchain for developers. So I only been to my first conference lately in Berlin. It was very interesting, and one of those speakers is going to be legendary John McAfee. Can't wait to hear him. Furthermore, Aoife Kaili, who's one of my personal most interesting picks for the whole event. She's one of the EU Parliament members, and Joseph Muscat, who is the Prime Minister of Malta, which is insane to think that the Prime Minister of Malta actually made a video and invited everybody to this event. So as you can see, this is the Prime Minister of Malta, Joseph Muscat, inviting everybody to the Malta Blockchain Summit. Go ahead and check out the tickets right now, because of course the longer you wait, the more expensive they get, and right now they're pretty cheap in my opinion. It's something like 120 or 30 euros if you check it out right now. But definitely use the link in the description because you will get 25% off. Now let's talk about Ethereum. So before we get into the technical development of Ethereum, why has the price of Ethereum gone down like this? Now, first of all, of course, compare Ethereum to Bitcoin. Of course, people lose interest in Bitcoin. Not that much money gets invested into Bitcoin. The bubble popped, of course, and now we see that crypto markets in general are in really bad shape. But compared to other cryptocurrencies, compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum took a big hit. And some people might say it's due to the fact that Ethereum isn't used that much. Not that many decentralized apps, so-called dApps, are being used, and that's the reason why Ethereum price is going down. And in my opinion, that's one of the reasons you could take for the plummet of the Ethereum price. However, I don't agree with this hypothesis because in my opinion, first of all, kind of have this anchoring effect. Like, when you think of Ethereum, many people think of the price of the 4-digit price somewhere between $1,000 and $1,400, and now every price underneath that is of course not enough for them, so they cry around. And second, but when you think of it, like, Ethereum started in 2017 with like a price of like $8, and 1 year later it's like 1,400. Like, what? That's like completely insane. And now Ethereum is only at $200. So in my opinion, this is still something completely understandable if you just take a look at the development of Ethereum without doing any chart analysis. Like, it's just like here Ethereum was massively overbought, and right now one could say that Ethereum is oversold right now. So I don't have the RSI right now open, but I'm sure if you would take a look at the RSI levels from a technical point of view, you would see that Ethereum right now is oversold. Does that mean that you should invest in Ethereum right now? Maybe depends on what your attitude, what your risk attitude is towards cryptocurrencies. But right now is, in my opinion, a far smarter moment to look into Ethereum than, for example, a few months ago. One other reason for the price of Ethereum right now is, of course, that so many ICOs have got a lot of money in the end of next year or beginning of this year. And now they, of course, need to pay rent. They need to pay their developers, and they're selling off a lot of their Ethereum. So that's also adding fuel to the fire. You know, it's kind of a, how do you call it? I don't know how you, like, I have the German word in my head right now, but I don't know how you say it in English, but just like a perpetual circle, and just keeps on making the Ethereum price go down. However, a glimpse of hope, in my opinion, is that the we saw during the bull run of last winter that the price was advancing a lot more than the technology was advancing. But the technology is definitely banking unbanked people, helping people, and it's advancing. So in my opinion, it's steadily advancing, and as is the market cap of the whole price. But what you see right now is the phenomenon that the price, like that the actual technology and the market cap don't have anything to do with each other. Like, market cap was going up a lot faster than the technology was a few months ago, and also Vitalik Buterin himself said that that Ethereum is overbought. So in my opinion, this is right now a good moment to actually really accumulate some of those juicy coins and tokens you have been eyeing on and haven't had the chance to buy right now. So what's coming with Ethereum 2.0? Of course, very important things that Ethereum 2.0 has to be discussed is scalability. So they will, of course, address scalability, because right now we can only process, like Ethereum can only process 15 transactions per second. Let me just turn on my fan because it's getting quite hot in this room. And furthermore, of course, massive scalability blockchain. They want to do a new design, and this is how the current Ethereum chain looks like. Right now we're working as proof of work, and proof of stake is going to be the next model. Saves a lot more energy, but the question is, will it be secure? I'm sure that with the technological advances that in Ethereum 2.0 are going to be made, it will be a lot more secure. And with sharding, a technique to increase scalability, 15,000 transactions per second would be possible. Furthermore, Ethereum virtual machines are going to get developed, and eWASM is going to be the new standard. And one of the big upsides for that will be that it's more secure, of course. Not only Solidity is going to be supported, it's going to be portable and benefit from the WASM ecosystem tooling. So this was something uploaded to Medium almost a month ago on August 8th, and today, and like a few days ago, an update was uploaded, basically speaking, to sum everything up. There are many smart and talented people working on making Ethereum awesome, and that's all you need to know. So interesting things are coming to Ethereum. Furthermore, Gemini, the exchange made by the Winklevoss twins, finally issued a US dollar on the blockchain. So as you know, right now, Tether is the one-to-one pegged cryptocurrency that most of you guys trust in. However, a big issue for Tether is that nobody knows if Tether is really backed one-to-one. So that's why Gemini said, like, hey, you know what? That looks like a niche that we could really fit into. And from September 10th, 10 a.m. Eastern time, it's available, and it's been being overseen by the US regulators of the New York State Department of Financial Services, a lot more legit than all of the reports that Tether has been doing. So if you want to find out more about the Gemini dollar, take a look at the white paper. Last but not least, a lot of governments, a lot of banks are against Bitcoin because they say it's financing terrorism. And we have a new result that says that it's pretty useless for terrorists, because crypto is a poor form of money for jihadists, because they usually need to purchase goods with cash, often in areas with unreliable technological infrastructure, the expert explained. So this was not the only report saying that cryptocurrencies are useless for terrorists, but I just thought that I should bring this up. Now, as always, as you guys know, in every video I'm giving away a small amount of Litecoin. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure to leave it a comment down below, because among everybody who's commenting, I'm giving away a small amount of Litecoin. Today's winner is, one more time, Dark Griffin 23. Good analysis and recommendations. The crypto market is too volatile. Every news can affect it, and I agree, all of us need a plan of action. Dark Griffin, thank you very much for your comment one more time. You're the winner of this raffle, and you win $2 in Litecoin, so thank you very much. And keep in mind that everything in this video is my personal opinion and not financial advice. Take care, guys, and see you next time. Bye-bye.